Now, I must say, I was surprised to hear Peter Dutton say yesterday on Sky News that he supports holding another referendum to change the Constitution if the Voice is rejected next month. The opposition leader said that although he doesn't support the Voice model, he does believe we should recognise Indigenous Australians in the Constitution. Joining me to get the latest on this from the inside is former Resources Minister and Liberal National Party MP Keith Pitt and former Liberal MP Nicolle Flint. Welcome to the program, guys. Keith, let's start with you. Do you support a second referendum if the no vote wins on October 14?
Got Nicolle tonight, which is great. But quite simply, I haven't seen a proposition put to the Nationals party room. There is only one proposition on the table, that is Labor's proposal for a voice. There's a referendum in a few weeks. I want people to be focused on that. I'll be supporting the no case because this is a permanent change. It's divisive. But more importantly, mate, the Australian people make a decision in the referendum. I'll be sticking with them.
That's my point, Nicolle. Surely Australians do not want to have another costly referendum focused on race. This just seems like a bizarre position for Peter Dutton to take. What's your response to it?
Well, I don't think it's bizarre, Rita. Peter Dutton, Leader of the Opposition, has made it clear for a long time that he does want to see recognition of Indigenous Australians in the Constitution and wants to see local and regional representation and, you know, talking in a better way than we have been. And listening to Indigenous communities, especially remote and regional communities that have the most pressing issues, so that we can improve the plight for all Indigenous Australians who are not in the best circumstances that they should be in. What I would say is that I think most Australians do support some form of constitutional recognition, sort of the model that John Howard had proposed when he was Prime Minister. But also, Rita, in terms of the cost and time and energy, you can hold these with a federal election. So perhaps this would be appropriate if, and I hope when, the coalition and my good friend Keith Pitt is returned to government next election, we get rid of this terrible Albanese government, they could hold one at the following election so that you reduce the time, effort, energy and cost involved in running it separately. But can I just say, Rita, as well, Labor should abandon this. The polls are heading further and further in the direction of the no case. They should abandon it now, save the money and put a proper proposition to the Australian people, which is what Peter Dutton has floated.
Well, I don't agree with that because the Australian people have been considering this proposal and they're making up their mind. Increasingly, they're saying no. And I think that that decision should be final. I don't think you keep having another go, keep augmenting it to try to get something through. The decision, if it is a no, I think should be respected by both sides. And we actually focus, I don't know, running the country properly and addressing some of the cost of living issues that are actually. Well, that's what people care about. Now,
but Rita, he's not proposing. He's not proposing another voice. He doesn't support the voice. It's a very different issue. He's not proposing the voice. He's just proposing
think this is counterproductive,
proper recognition
Nicolle.
in the Constitution.
I think it's counterproductive. I think Australians are thoroughly sick of this divisive debate, and I think he actually is boosting the yes vote for the voice by suggesting there'll be another referendum, because I think people will say, I'd rather just have one vote rather than go down this road again with another debate and another referendum. I just think it is politically fraught with danger. And, you know, when you're winning, just stick to what you're doing. Don't start proposing referendums.